G'day everyone, Raid0AU, and welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival in Alpha 4. This is episode number 23. And just looking at the bottom side of the capital vessel here, you can see the back ones there showing a bit of red. We'll sort those out eventually. You'll see here that I've actually placed 4 landing blocks, or landing pads, whatever you want to call them. I've got all 4 of the downward thrusters in, and now what we're wanting to do is, whoop, wrong button. We want to get the forward, the side, well, the forward and the 2 sides thrusters in. I reckon these can go in here. So let's just back it up a bit so we can go. Alright, so what I've got in here is I've got a whole heap of these thrusters. These are the large thrusters, so you'll see there that they're a little bit smaller than the ones we've been using. They're 4 blocks long when we're placing them in, and it's 2x2. So, thinking that basically what we should be able to do is break that, break that, break that. Now, so if they're 4 blocks, I only want them to come. I want them to come here. So, see 1, 2. So that's 2. This is where when I placed some of these rounded blocks in here. They don't really need to be here at all because the chances are we're never going to see them. All right, so 1, 2. 3, 4. So that one needs to come out there, like that. And that should give us the block to be able to place this on. We just need to rotate it. Like that. And then we should be able to place that in there. That. Once again, we can do a bit of shaping around these engines. I just want to get them in. Reason being, once we get all these engines in, what we can then do is we can take the capital vessel down to the planet, land it by the base, and we can do the rest of the outfitting down there. That one, that one, that one. Alright. Aha. So this is going to be an issue. We can't actually place it there. Now the question will be, yeah, that's going to be an issue. Because that's that 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to come out to there. I really would like them in there. You know what? I'm thinking, and I know it's hard to believe, but I am thinking. What we might do is we might try it just with the 1 forward one at the moment. Because taking it down is not going to be any use. I think we might actually have to move them across, but that's okay. We will work on that. Alright, so it was this front part here, and we took that top section out, didn't we? Yep. It's this part here. And this is the thing, because we're going to have the same issue on this side. That's okay. If we can just get them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this can just come out. It's a little bracket type thing. Alright. Thing that's stopping that is these lights. The lights sometimes get in the way. There we go. Okay. So now we just come up here. Bring our thing. Auto group. Yep. So now we've got our 2 front thrusters. We'll just deactivate them to save some power. Now on our side thrusters, we're probably going to have. We're going to have a similar problem with these. Maybe not. Let's just back up a bit because we can probably light the whole thing. There we go. Alright, so these ones I reckon we can probably put in here. 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We may not have the same issue here. In fact, we're not going to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just bring that across. And in fact what we can do is, if we come down here, oh, don't do that, it's alright, we'll be sorting that out later. Ugh. I've gone all mouse click crazy here today. My left mouse finger is twitchy. Alright. So, what we should then be able to do is stick that one in there. And then we should be able to come down and do the same thing down here. Hopefully. Stick that one in there. And actually, while we do this one, we want to save the power. Whoops. Auto group. Yep. So right hand side. Activate those. And we'll do the same thing here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Just like that. Yep. Then we just come in and sort out the bracket in here. 1, 2. Okay, that should do it. Now, I haven't got any lights that are going to be in the way. No. Alright, so that one can go in there. That one can go in there. Jetpack off. Just a little bit concerned about those front ones. After all, they are the ones that are going to be slowing us down. So, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. Alright, auto group again. And the right ones now show 4. Just turn those off. Right, now that just leaves us with the ones on the other side. Make sure we're lighting it up. Right, so we'll do the same on this side. So it was these ones here. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now this light is going to be in the way. Haven't got any lights up there going to be in the way? No. Okay. So once again, just raise up a little bit. Okay, so 1. 4. Right, that should give us the area to put those in there. So once again, we just need to rotate. Put that one in there. That one in there. There we go. Jetpack off. Press P to bring this up. Auto group. Right, now we've got left-sided thrusters. And we just put the last 2 in. Whoops. 2. I got that wrong, didn't I? Or did I? No, that's right. This is one of these where I put in the curves, which is, as I said, pointless. I'm just going to take those out, mainly just to get the materials back. Okay, so we got 1, 2, that's where that's going to come over. Drop over there. All right. In there, bring this down and drop that one in there. Alright, jetpack off, P, auto group. Alright, we've got left ones, 4 of them. Good. Jetpack on. So that gives us 4 on each side. We've only got the 2 at the front though, to slow us down. So, as I say, that's a little bit of a concern. But hey, let's live a little, you know. What's the worst that can happen? I didn't bring any food up with me. That was stupid. Alright. So now, what we do want to do is we want to docked. Power off. Let's get rid of that out of my hand. Don't need that in my hand at the moment. Jetpack off. Alright, now what I'm going to do with the power side of things just for this maiden flight down to the planet's surface is I'm actually just going to place them down here. So I'm going to place some stuff down here, which is actually in the cargo box of the small vessel, which is no good there. So we'll come up here. Oh, now of course it's on the one on the other side, isn't it? It's always on the opposite side. I've got the large generators here, like the tier 2 large generators, simply because these engines are going to need a lot of power. Don't need a warp engine in at the moment. Should get rid of those. Those. Alright, let's put... put those there. Should be enough power. How much power does that give us? Should be enough power to help to let us get down to the planet. We're going to have to make ourselves a whole heap of new power packs. Now you see how large this is. Place that down. Alright, but all of a sudden we're now making 503 megawatts. So we'll auto group those as well. Alright, the other thing we're going to need to place down, and I'm just going to place it down here as well. It just makes sense to place everything down there if it's not, none of that is obviously permanent. Why don't I have any RCS units? Oh, well that's a bugger. Positive I made some RCS units. The tier 2 RCSs. I haven't done something silly like put a cargo box down here or something, have I? No. Definitely not down there. Just double check in here. Definitely not showing up in here. And it's definitely... just make sure I haven't accidentally put it in the wrong box or something. Definitely not in any of those. Gravity generator, warp tank. No. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well. Let's go for a flight. Just go for a quick spin down. I do need to get some food really, but so I'll be able to do that while I'm doing this, but that's annoying. I was 100% sure that I had those RCS units up there, but there you go. Alright, where is our... base? It's over there. Yeah. Oh, we got a drone down there. Where'd you come from? Oh, the abandoned factory. We've got to go and do the abandoned factory, actually. In fact, that might not be a bad idea for the next episode. Go over and do the abandoned factory. Alright, our base is over here. Sort of take a break from building the capital vessel and go and kill some stuff. Sounds good. Alright, sun's going down. Going down or it's going up? Or coming up? It's about to come up. Ooh, bit of a hard landing. Alright. A little bit dark in here, I know, guys. But in certain areas. Alright, so what did I do with these things? I'm positive I made some. Definitely not there. Definitely not in there. I didn't go and store them in there, or I'll do a bit more oxygen there. Let's have something to eat while we're here. You can see here I've got a whole heap of stuff in here, but I haven't... What happened to them? Oh well. Well, I guess we're just going to have to... make a couple more. I'm positive I made those. To the point that I think I might go back and check some of the backup saves. Just have a look. Maybe I queued them up and basically didn't have the... I know at one stage I ran out of silicon, so I had to go and mine a bit more. So maybe I ran out of something and it couldn't make them. But there we go. Now we got them. Alright, we're not doing anything without those. So don't need the warp engine. Don't need... yeah. Alright, we'll just get back up there and... The other thing I have done between videos is I did place down another one of the hydrogen generators and placed a single, and just put a single large fuel pack in it. And just leaving that running. So I just want to see how many hydrogen we get out of that, so we can kind of work out. There goes our timer. That's alright. That's alright. We will run. Now, hopefully this thing works okay. Like any of my builds, I've not tested it on like going into creative or in another game or anything like that. This is basically a build here and now. There's a very good chance that it could... Whoop! Go forward a bit. Sideways a bit. Straighten up a bit. No, don't eat me. Don't eat me. God. God, the jaws of death. Doesn't like you hanging around up there. Alright. God's sake, temperamental capital vessel. Anyway. Right, let's get down there. Let's just chuck these two things down and we should be good to go at that point. Famous last words. Alright. RCS. RCS. Right. Get up. In the pilot seat. Just scroll out a little bit. Well, it moves, so the RCSs are working. Alright, let's power it up. So, back thrusters, active. Downward thrusters, active. Forward ones, active, left, and right. It moves. We're moving. Now this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Gonna go just angle it like that, and then bring it in a bit. Coming in. If we're going in, we're going in. Full throttle. Power usage 116, which is fine. That's okay because I've only got the one of those generators down at the moment. Duh, where's the base? Base is over there. Oh, power left 0.1 of a minute. Oh dear, we could be about to fall out of the sky. No! 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 Disaster! Disaster in the sky. Ran out of power. Oh dear. Let's let it settle. Oh. Oh dear, that's not good. And that sounds like I've got something nearby. Oh. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. As I said, guys, I haven't tested any of this stuff, so these sort of things are going to happen. Alright. Well, we've landed, kinda. Oh shit, now the problem is I'm not going to be able to, yeah, what I'm going to have to do. Because the problem is that... Ah! Alright, so I've got to try and work out the angle. That's alright. Okay, so I want you to stay there. Small vessel. And I want to be able to jump out, grab that, and open those up manually. Alright, we're out. Alright. We're not too far away from the base at least. Wow, that went through that. It went through those fuel packs so fast. Alright. Okay, so what that tells me is Promethium is at a premium. Alright. How much fuel have we got in here? Bit of fuel there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I need to get this making a whole heap of large fuel packs. We'll take the fusion cells that we've got at the moment, which isn't many. And in here, fusion cells can go in there. And what we'll do is we'll just grab all of the power out of there. I'm not using the hover vessel at the moment. Grab all of that. Hopefully this should be enough to get us back to base. Wow. Because of course you use so much more fuel being in the atmosphere. The moment you turn those engines on, oh, there he is. It just chewed through the power. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that because I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest. So. Right. You can turn off. Now, much fuel have I got in there? Got that. That'll be enough to get me back to base. So if I've got fuel in this one, right, you can come out as well. These are only small ones though. Oh well, not much we can do except try again. Jeez, still can't believe how fast it went through that. Let's close those. Probably left the top ones open, not too fussed about that. Right, won't turn anything on at this stage. Whoop. There's definitely some sort of drone around, which is what I'm concerned about. Serious? Won't let me climb up there. The bloody stairs, for Christ's sake. Oh, maybe because of the angle I'm on. Alright. Let's head out again. Power on. Alright, let's move it. We've got 0.6 of a minute. That's crazy. 30 seconds. Don't land in the water, please. Whatever you do. 0.4 of a minute. 0.3. Let's just get down low so that we can at least land the bloody thing. Whoop, hit the ground. Alright, that's okay. So these are going to cut out any moment now. There we go. We'll just land it as close as we can. Well, the landing's got a little bit better, at least. So, alright guys, what we're going to do is going to leave the episode here. It's run on quite a bit, sorry about that. As you can imagine, it was a bit unforeseen, running out of fuel like that. In between videos, I think what we're going to need to do is I'm going to need to work on that fuel situation, so that's just crazy. Wow. Alright, I think this thing's going to be spending a lot of time in space. But anyway, we've got it down on the ground, kinda. And what I'll do is I'll move it a bit closer to base. And then we can continue the outfitting on it. But, there we go. At least we made landfall. Sort of. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raid Zero. Hey you. Oh, excuse me. I'm Raid Zero AU. Signing out.